Fanfare of Lights was originally called a Cowboy Christmas because OSU was founded on Christmas Day in 1890. These bright orange lights help celebrate OSU's anniversary each year. Inside the basement of the Student Union, you'll find one of OSU's newest stadiums, this eSports Arena. Esports are big business, and millions of fans tune in to watch the billion-dollar industry. Everyone has a reason for picking flowers. If it's a small touch to brighten up a room or a gift for a special someone, but for some, it's a little deeper. I sat down with the owner and founder of Thrive Flower Farms, and she gave me the inside look at Thrive. Here is local legend Sarah Alsop. Most students at OSU are not registered to vote here in Stillwater, leaving many having to return to their homes to vote in this year's midterm elections.
My favorite part of Fanfare of Lights is actually the Fanfare of Lights event. So we spend about 2 weeks getting ready for that event. So the actual event itself, we get to turn everything on at the same time, and everyone that's here gets to see all the hard work that our teams have put in and enjoy all the lighting.
Fanfare of Lights has been an OSU tradition since 2010. It takes a team of about 10 people a little over a week to set up the display.
We start with the Edmond Lowe Library as our first form of attack on the lighting, and then we start moving our way across the formal lawn into the formal garden.
And then we put garland up across the west end of the Student Union. And then we wrap all these upright junipers through here, so that'll take a day or two. And then we wrap trees in the Kyle clock and put the wreaths up on the Kyle clock itself.
Fanfare of Lights was originally called a Cowboy Christmas because OSU was founded on Christmas Day in 1890. These bright orange lights help celebrate OSU's anniversary each year.
We still have the original wreath from the very first holiday happening, and we're actually reconstructing a process in how we can raise and lower the wreath to make sure it's more safe. We've added 2 wreaths to the library, one on either side of the library entrance, in hopes that the original wreath can be reconstructed and a new plan developed to get it back on the front.
Decorating is the hard part, turning things on is the fun part. Members of facilities management are sent to specific locations where they'll listen for the countdown and cue to light up campus.
3, 2, 1.
We plug them in at the same time, or try to be exactly at that same time for them to all kick on at the same time, and walking around afterwards and seeing what all the people see. I mean, each year the crowd has gotten bigger and bigger, so people come out with their families, with their friends, with their pets, and it's really exciting.
Everyone has a reason for picking flowers. If it's a small touch to brighten up a room or a gift for a special someone, but for some, it's a little deeper. I sat down with the owner and founder of Thrive Flower Farms, and she gave me the inside look at Thrive. Here is local legend Sarah Alsop.
A few years ago, my husband and I started growing cut flowers, and with the purpose of funding our nonprofit. So I guess I'm the owner and starter. Thrive Flower Farm was, we just started growing cut flowers, and we debated on what to call it. I guess that was kind of, you asked about what is it, but we're growing cut flowers, and it's seasonal and it's local.
Sarah's impact goes much farther than just Stillwater. In fact, Thrive has a global impact that reaches almost 8,000 miles away. When you purchase a bouquet of flowers, you're helping children in Congo.
Change for Congo has been here since 2015, and so every month I've been able, with the flower farm, to give several $100 over.
To help with the increasing demand of these flowers, Sarah brought in some help.
I'm Jessica Stroop, and I'm an employee with Sarah at Thrive Farms. Sarah really makes it a very family-oriented thing, and I love that, being so far away. So being able to work there with her and have that family atmosphere, and knowing that it benefits this nonprofit, it's just adds on top of being able to work hands-on out in the farm.
Thrive is a growing local business here in Stillwater, with adding a bright pop to coffee tables at Aspen and benefiting orphans on the other side of the globe. Sarah Alsop is without a doubt a local legend. This is Caelyn Cox signing out. Most of the country has been preparing for the midterm elections that took place on Tuesday. Most states are electing new members of the House, Senate, and a new governor. Voting for your state's leaders is crucial and a right we must exercise.
I'm from Yukon, and I went home Tuesday morning to vote in the midterm elections. I went to vote for public education because I went to public schools, and so that just really resonated with me.
Many Oklahomans had to wake up earlier than usual to get to the polls before work or school. Most students at OSU are not registered to vote here in Stillwater, leaving many having to return to their homes to vote in this year's midterm elections.
I went to Yukon Friday evening, and then went out to vote early Saturday morning. Personally, the voting of both the governor and the state superintendent, solely because of all the scrutiny and all around around public school funding, because both my father and stepmother are within the public school system.
Many people aren't familiar with early voting. If you are from Oklahoma, you can look up your county and see when they have polls open for early voting and determine when works best for you. Busy schedules are usually a conflict with college students unable to vote.
I think it's important that everybody has a voice and that everybody uses their voice to make a good change.
No matter where you are, there are always ways to cast your vote. Your opinion matters and every vote counts. For Pete's Corner, I'm Caelyn Cox.